everyone. What we are going to do today is we're going to try and draw a tropical fish. This will be in step-by-steps. I will put the pictures up as well. We're all going to be doing the same fish. So I'm going to demonstrate now how I'm going to start off with that fish. The first step is drawing a circle, which I was going to draw around like a cup or something circular, but it's more of an oval shape. So I'm just going to try and draw that freehand. If you have anything you could draw around it, you could create that shape, you're more than welcome to. So I have just a normal HB pencil from school here, but your usual pencils that you have at home should be HB anyway. So it's fine to just have that, and just a normal plain piece of paper. I have my demonstration book here. I've got it landscape because I don't think the fish is going to fit in portrait, so that's why I'm doing it landscape. Okay, so what I want you to remember is from what we've done in Year 7 so far, we're doing our African masks and African people, is how to shade and hold our pencil. So I don't want you holding your pencil right down here because you're going to find it hard to create shapes like that. So I'm going to hold my pencil probably about halfway up, and this will be a lot easier for me to create shapes. Okay, so the first step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the round shape of the fish's body. Okay, and I'm going to make it a good size. I don't want it tiny little circle in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to try and create like an oval. Okay, and you can see how I'm doing it. I'm kind of drawing in loads of little tiny lines. I'm not just going into one big line, and this is going to help you to create that shape. Okay, then if I go wrong a little bit, I can rub parts of it out. So it kind of looks like a little bit of an egg. There we go. And you can see it's not perfect, it's kind of wobbly around here. Okay, and that's fine. Once I'm happy with the shape, I can go over it a little bit more, and that's absolutely fine. And you can rub it out as many times as you can and put lines back if you find it difficult. That's fine as well. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the shape of the head. Okay, it almost overlaps the bigger body shape, okay? So leaving the tiny narrow areas on the left side, and you'll be able to see this in the pictures that I put on the PowerPoint, okay? So where you've got the circle shape, okay, I want you to carry it on into looks like a little beak shape at the top, okay? And then you're going to go around with kind of a semicircle just around the end. And this is going to act as the fish's head. Okay, there we go. I'm going to rub out this little bit here because I went over a little bit. There we go. Okay, so then I'm going to draw the round eye, which will be the pupil. Okay, and that's going to go in here. So again, if you've got something to draw around that's circular, you can, but it's quite a small circle, so you should be able to draw kind of a small circle there. And then a little bigger one that goes around the outside. So that's going to be a fish's eye. There we go. I'm just going to rub out them lines that I've done for the outside because they're overlapping at the moment. There we go. So that's what I should have so far. Okay. And it's looking a bit too egg-like at the moment compared to the photo that I'm having a look at, which you'll see as well. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter, because otherwise this fish is going to look like an egg. So I'm just going to go around here. I'm going to rub that part out. Okay, because obviously we want to get the shape and proportions correct. So obviously we don't want it looking a bit strange. So I'm going to make the body a bit smaller. There we go. I'm kind of happy with that now. There we go. Right. So now on to step 3. Okay, I'm going to add a rough shape of a tail fin, okay, that's kind of pointy at the end, and then it joins up with the rest of the shape, okay. So this kind of goes off the outside on both sides like this, okay, and again, to get this in proportion to the rest of the fish, it's got to be quite large as well, otherwise you're going to have a tiny little fin on a fish, and if it was alive, it wouldn't be able to swim very well. It would be swimming around in circles. So just drawing that fin a bit bigger. It needs to be a bit bigger up this side. There we go. And then it's just going to go in at the edges like that. I'm happy with that. And then it's going to have a slight bit that goes across there. I may want to change it in a bit because it's looking a bit long at the moment. It looks very large, but we'll see. Okay, now we want to add the fin that goes on the top up here, which is kind of like a curved shark fin sort of shape. Okay, and I think I'm going to have to make this slightly smaller, to be honest, because at the moment it's looking a bit large. So let's change this. I'm only just going to make it slightly shorter because I think it doesn't look in proportion to the body. It looks like it's thin. It's huge compared to its body. There we go. That looks a bit more in proportion. Okay, so now I'm going to do the fin that goes on the top. It looks like a little shark fin. And again, don't make this too small, too big, because again, it won't look in proportion to the rest of the fish. You don't see fishes with gigantic shark fins on their head. There we go. I feel like it needs to go a bit more diagonal that way, so I'm going to rub that part out. I'm going to make it go more over that way. That's what I think a fish's fin looks a bit more like that. There we go. I'm happy with that. I'm just going to rub out that line as well. There we go. Now I'm going to go on to step. Okay. Well, it's still with the step 4. Okay. But I'm going to create like another bit that goes off from it. So this is like its second sort of fin. And this goes up slightly. And then comes back and joins the body like that. Again, every single time I'm doing it, I'm doing it very, very lightly. I'm not putting too much pressure on my pencil because I can rub it out very, very easily. So I'm feeling like this should go a little bit further over. There we go. A bit more happy with that now. Okay. And then we have a slight fin part that goes down and joins in with this part here. Okay, so it kind of goes wavy like this and goes down. There we go. Happy with that. All looks in proportion. The shapes look good, so I'm happy. Step 5. Okay, we now need to draw the other fin, which comes down here. Okay, and now you understand we've done it landscape, otherwise this definitely wouldn't fit in. Okay, so it's kind of like a wonky triangle sort of shape. It's thinner than the one on its head. So, again, I'm having a look at the picture. I'm drawing the small little fin. There we go. I feel like it needs to be slightly bigger on that side. So we'll just rub that side out. And you can see all the times I've rubbed it out, because I haven't been pressing that hard, you can see it. You can see it a little tiny bit here. So I could have probably pressed a little bit lighter, but it's still okay. There we go. Put that line back in. Okay, so step 6, you need to draw the other part of the fin, which sits kind of like here, and then it joins back together like this one does as well. So it goes a little bit further away from this fin. Again, it's like a triangular shape. And I'm going to join that into a point. It doesn't look too pointy at the moment. It looks a bit strange. Looks a bit like he's got a square fin. Right. There we go. I'm happy with that one. Rub the other little lines out that I made mistakes on. There we go. And then you're going to join it back up with this fin here like you've done here. Okay, so it's kind of like a wiggly line that joins it back up to there. There we go. So now we need to make sure it has a mouth, because at the moment it looks like it has a bit of a beak. So now we need to make it have like its little lips that it has. Okay, so we're going to draw kind of little, I'm going to rub the little end bit out here so I can fit the lips in. Okay, and you're going to draw a slightly small bottom lip, And again, don't make these too large because you don't want it to look like it has human lips. And then this one goes down slightly like this, goes up, and then goes back around and joins the other one. Okay, so very, very small lips. They're not gigantic. We don't want it looking like it's had something put in its lips. Okay, so now what we need to do is do its gills, okay, which come out from this bit here. Okay, so I'm going to make this bit a bit more kind of like wiggly. Instead of a semicircle shape, I'm just going to make it more wiggly. Okay, and then I'm going to now do the gills where it breathes from, which come up here and round there and down like that. Okay, so I'm just going to stop the video here and then I'm going to carry on the second video. So you can have a look at this. You can pause it as many times as you need to get up as far as I have done.